Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about dialog boxes, and dialog boxes have a very pretty similar principle to how main window works. You can see that we create a class here, we extend it to the Q main window. Similarly, we create a class, let's call it my window, and we extend it to the Q dialog, just like Q main window. Now of course we have to initialize it just like this, just like we do the main window. Heck, I can even just copy paste this right here and change the names, of course. This is my window, or my dialog is a better name. So I have my dialog right here, and I can do a lot of stuff here. So just like the main window, I want to customize this my dialog. Now let me show you before I customize it that I can do a lot of stuff here. I can, without even doing anything, this will show up. So for example, let's say I create a button, press me, and when it presses button dot pressed dot connect, I want to show that dialog box, and there's a method for that. As you can see, I have not added anything to the layout, so layout.add widget. Now you will see that there's a problem here. Oh yeah. So now if I run this, and now if it actually works, you will see that another dialog box is shown, and this does nothing. Like, there is nothing to be done here. I can add everything just like this one here, but instead one thing that I have to do is that I have to make this more, creative and better. So how do we do that? Well, just like we do it here, we can do it here. Like, I can add a label, like let's say I'll add a label. Cool. I can set its window size just like this, self.window size. It will be set. Label, then of course I have to add a label. Now where do I add it? Well, I can just make a layout, and make sure just make one layout. And I can add a widget here, and this widget will be of course a label. That's pretty much it. So there's a method in my dialog, this is very important, that we do this, self.set layout. This will set the layout of my dialog, and I just created this layout right now, and set layout method helps me just connect this layout with my actual layout of the dialog. So if I run this now, I will see a dialog with a pretty good label. Cool. Of course I can resize it just like this, maybe a little bit shorter, that would be better. Like 200 by 200. That's pretty cool, like, I think. So as you can see, cool, and you can pass things along. For example, I don't have to just do this. I can do much more than that. So let's say I type in dialog self.dialog handler, and I created a dialog handler function. Of course I have self here. I can do much more stuff than just this lambda that I did. Of course, for example, I can create a dialog with my dialog. Now I have not shown this right now, but this thing is created. It will be only shown, for example, if I do this, just this, for example, nothing will happen. It won't do anything. Only thing that will make it tick is a dialog.exec function. That's the only thing that will make it show the dialog function. Just like there is a show function here, it has an exec function that's very important that you have to use. But before I do that, I can deal with its, these variables right here, whatever they are, this label. I can change this label to much more cooler. and this will work just fine. As you'll see, it has no attribute name label. Pretty okay. So you just use .set text. I have done a mistake here. You have to set it to go to self.label, and so now that has become an attribute. My mistake. Now you will see that it is changed to much cooler. I have done another mistake here. As you can see, much cooler is now a thing here. So despite all other mistakes that I made here, I think it's pretty much clear what this function does. My dialog is just a class, just like this class right here, and this QDialog it has to extend to. So you're just changing everything, and remember that this set layout method just add the layout, whatever layout you have made, and just like the main window it works. It's just that it shows differently than the main window. It shows a dialog box, and you can do a lot of stuff here. You can input things, and you can, after you have input things, you can store things, and we'll do that in our Qt Designer project, or the PyQt project that we're gonna do. So I'll see you in the next one where we'll talk about more cool stuff. So I'll see you later.